on the Halos in the Infield Baseball Network.
Think about it. We'll get into everything that we're going to get into as we go along, but I got to rant real quick. But why would you throw out an inexperienced pitcher in a game you're still close in? And I don't care what the record is. You show up for a fucking rivalry game. But he's actually talking to him constantly. That is a sign of a really, really good coach.
It's the Todd Fox Postgame Podcast with your host, Todd Fox.
Because the only thing I want to yell is fuck! And the only thing I'm going to yell is fuck! Before we do, welcome into the postgame show with your host, Todd Fox, on what now is a bummed out Angels fan base on April 4th. The Angels lose tonight 11-2 up in Seattle. They drop it, and then it looks like we're going to try to go for the split tomorrow. I'm going to get into defending my boy Suarez. But before we do, I want to just let you guys know where you can go to get the best tickets in town, which is 714 Tickets. Support local businesses. That's what we do. We partnered with them. And if you enter into the promo code at checkout, Halos in the Infield, well, abbreviated HITI, you get 10% off that said purchase plus 5% back off for another purchase in the future. Plus, also you get into the drawing for a brand new Angels jersey, courtesy of 714 Tickets and Halos in the Infield. 714 Tickets, 714 Tickets. So there you go right there. With that business out of the way, we get to a loss tonight. The Angels lose 11-2. I'm pretty pissed off. It is what it is, man, tonight. Look, wild pitch in the first inning by Suarez lets Julio Rodriguez to score. It's 1-0. Teoscar Sanchez hits him deep with a solo blast. Also in the fourth to make it 2-0. A.J. Pollock grounds out, scoring a run. It's 3-0. In the fifth inning, the floodgates start to open up. 2-run shot by Teoscar Hernandez. It is now 5-0. And then also you had A.J. Pollock hitting a home run to make it 6-0. Actually, 8-0 after that, after they got another run. So all in all, he got lit up in the fifth inning, couldn't finish it. The 2-run homer came off of Jaime. Jaime would finish up the game, allowing a few more runs, and it was 11-0 before Hunter Renfroe got an RBI single and Drury got a sacrifice fly. Let's go over the box score real quick. Players to look at tonight. Again, another solid night for Ward, although he had 2 strikeouts. Trout had 2 strikeouts. Ohtani was kind of quiet tonight with that 1 walk. Renfroe had the 2 hits, so he's coming around a little bit. My boy Jake Lamb went 0 for 4 tonight. Drury got the 1 RBI. Renifo got the strikeout tonight. He went 1 for 4. Theis was incredible behind the plate. He went 0 for 4 and 2 strikeouts, so he was awesome. Boy, I want to get your guys' and gals' takes on 8 and 9 spot. Some of you guys have that one player on the squad that you're following and you're going to think that, oh, he's going to be our guy this year. And then you have that other guy on the team that you're like, you know what, I'm bullish on him. I think he's going to be a good player. Then you have the other guy who's going to be your player to look out for that just sucks. Mine this year is David Fletcher. I don't care about what Fletch Fax thinks. I think Fletch Fax is in for a rude awakening. I think David Fletcher is going to have a terrible year this year. He's lost it, dude, and he never adjusted unless Marcus Thames can fix him. In his swing, he's been very, very poor. And Theis is a 4A guy, so if they have those guys in the 8-9 spot, those are guaranteed outs, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Pitching for the Angels tonight, before we get into some of the other stuff, Suarez, 4 1/3, 7 runs total to him, 8 hits allowed, 4 strikeouts, 2 runs, so sparkling 12 ERA to start. That is my player. I think it's going to man up, and it's one game. You guys could trash me all you want, but I'm really thinking that he's going to have a good season this year. If you saw what he did in August and September last year, there's no reason why he can't duplicate that this year. I just think he left a lot of pitches up in the zone today. Sure, I was pissed, and it wasn't a good performance. But, when you're facing a guy like Castillo, you can't afford to have mistakes, and he had several mistakes in this game. Jaime Beria came in and went 3 2/3, allowed four runs and 5 hits. All were earned, but he had 5 strikeouts. So, he's not always going to be on his A game, but he pitched. I'm not going to judge these guys on one appearance. We got to be hasty, or not be too hasty with these guys. It's only 5 games in. Let's not kill these guys before they get going, right? Let's see. That's about it on that. Let's go over the Mariners box score, what they did tonight. Obviously, Rodriguez went 2 for 5 and a home run. He had 2 hits for Teoscar Sanchez, 4 RBIs. So he had a really good night tonight. Pollock had 5 RBIs. So you can kind of go there. Not the most sparkling start for Luis Castillo. 5 2/3, 2 hits, allowed 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. But he only went 5 2/3. He didn't really have to go further, but, it wasn't dominant. But he just pitched, what he had to. Sewald was frustrating because I felt that the last 3 batters that Sewald got with the bases loaded pretty much bailed him out. He was throwing the same slider over the middle. It would cut inside and then go right over the middle, and they were just looking at it. So that was unfortunate. The Angels couldn't get a few more runs in that inning. With that being said, this night was a total loss. I really felt that if the Angels could have won this game tonight, they were going to go for the sweep tomorrow, obviously, and get it. And I felt that, it would have been a really good momentum swing for them moving forward because, Castillo's not the easiest pitcher to pitch, to hit against. And, they gave it a run, but they couldn't get a sustained rally going. And if you don't jump on him early, dude, it's lights out. So that's what we had to deal with here tonight. Let's get into, before I get into some of the comments and everything else like that, because there's not much to say. I mean, when you lose by 9 runs, it's saying something. And here's the thing. One thing I will say about the Angels, though, which is a difference, their launch angle is not there, which is great to see. If the home run comes your way, you take it. If not, go for the hit. And that's going to extend innings. That's going to put more pressure and more guys on base. It's going to put, have the pitcher pitch, has limited throws over to first and second and whatnot. So you always want to put more pressure on the pitcher. Angels didn't do that tonight, but they had done that fairly well in the first or in the last 3 games that they had won. So hopefully we'll get back to it tomorrow with a day game. Shohei Ohtani on the mound. If Ohtani can get the run support, he should be going for win number 2, like Cyclops is up there on the 5 freeway, a urinal cake. He's going for his second win against inferior opponents, but, hopefully Shohei can get a victory here and get his record to 1-0 because he should still be going by, should be a 2-0. Let's get into the awards here for tonight. And let's get into the John Stamos Award, presented also by 714 Tickets and Roger Lodge's favorite award because he strokes that award every time he hands it out to a specific player that was the best performance on the field. And we're going to give it to the John Stamos Award for excellence on the baseball field. We're going to give it to one player. We hate doing it, giving it to the opponent, but we're going to give it to the opponent tonight. And that will be none other than Teoscar Sanchez. I just messed up his name again. We're going to give it to the guy with the two home runs tonight, Hernandez. Teoscar Hernandez. He had the 2 home runs, 4 RBIs tonight. You could also argue Pollock. You can also argue Castillo. But I think, Hernandez's 2 blasts right there pretty much put the game out of reach, gave them the lead, the momentum, and then put it out of reach. The Nacho Night for worst player on the baseball field tonight, and is given away by the worst hitting coach of all time, who got promoted for being the worst, because that's already logic, right? Oh, you're bad at your job? Promotion. You're coming up to the top right here. It's the Nacho Night, presented by Paul Sereno.
All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole, all the beef and jalapeno and the sour cream, all the nachos. All the nachos. All the chips, all the cheese, all the refried beans, all the onion and tomato and the guacamole.
So Paul Sereno will give those big bucket of nachos and chicken that's really outdated right there at the park. He's going to give it to my boy Suarez. Suarez tonight gave up 7 runs. He was lit up a bit. He left that slider and that curveball and that fastball everywhere it shouldn't be. and it was crushed tonight. The Mariners, teed off on it, and kudos to them. I mean, if the pitcher's giving it to you, you got to go for it and hit it, and they did. So the Mariners got a huge, upswing. They were teeing off on him tonight. That let's just be plain and simple on that. There's no way for me to say, hey, you know what? It was just a bad night for Suarez. You could say that in a way, but when you're giving up that many runs, at some point the catcher's got to come out there, whether that's Theis or the pitching coach. And if he's not listening, you got to pull him. If maybe he listens, he could maybe limit the damage. But those pitches stayed way high in the zone, and those were pitches that, those guys must have been foaming at the mouth trying to hit home runs and doubles and whatnot. Because even when guys were taking pitches, it's like, dude, they should have swung. That was right there. So he was letting them get teed off right there. So let's get into it right now. Richard is already calling me out. The first comment of the night said, "Yo, boy got completely asked on the mound tonight, or he was asked tonight. We need Shohei for us tomorrow." Rouse says, also Suarez, shake my fucking head. Alex says, Randy says, "I'll keep saying till I'm blue in the face. We need to be better with runners in scoring position." That's part of the problem tonight, obviously. But let's see. Of course, Grill Master, DFA Suarez. Otani tomorrow will hopefully win, and and Suarez not good. Sorry, Todd. See, look, Randy, it's one mother effing game. One mother effing game. You're the one, too, and all of us need to preach some patience. And I'm not Roger Lodge here honking my horn saying we need to be positive. He got his ass kicked. What can I say? I'm going to defend my point when it comes to this. Suarez will be good. And at the end of the year, like you guys like to make the predictions and say, look, I told you so. I'm going to come out there and I'm going to say, look, Suarez saved the season, or he pitched his ass into that and kept his rotation spot all year. Mark my mother effing words. This guy is going to be a valuable asset to this team going forward. Unless he gets injured, this dude is going to keep his spot in this rotation and pitch pretty good as we move forward. Okay, one start does not define you as a starter. Just because you shit the bed one game, it's not like he's Aaron Loop who had consistent bad performances last year and then got it straight and then went back and forth. He's inconsistently consistent, whatever you want to say, consistently inconsistent. Suarez, look, he pitched really good at the end of the year. He pitched good in spring training. It's spring training, yes, blah, 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 blah. But we're starting the season. No reason for me to defend him, but I'm defending him anyway because I'm looking long term. I'm not sitting here saying, oh, we got to DFA him like a certain grill master after every bad performance, like Jake Lamb tonight. He probably wants to DFA him. DFA Fletcher. Look, I know Fletcher's on the downside, but do I want to DFA him? No. Would I like to package him in a trade? Yes. Also, let's see. Josh leads off with fuck. Jacob also says, y'all acting like the Mariners are not a good team. Exactly, Jacob. This is a baseball team that won the wild card last year and pushed a certain team to the brink in Game 3 and was pushing them pretty hard. Not to the brink of losing the series, but they kept themselves alive for a long time. So we'll see, man. I remember Todd saying that it's going to be Suarez's year. Yes, EQ, it will be. So there you go. I don't care what you guys said. I bet Leafs dumbass will show up on the show tonight. Jacob's already calling it. Ryu says Suarez is so inconsistent, they need to put him in the bullpen and send him down. See, again. Jaime never got the chance that I thought he should have. He pitched to a 2-something ERA, right? But y'all going to have this short-term memory, and you're going to be like, well, he got lit up tonight, which he did. Both of them did. But are we going to define them like that? Are we going to be like Grill Master and be like, cut the cord? They both suck. Who's going to replace them? You're going to say, oh, well, Ben Joyce. What track record does he have? I know he's going to be good, but he's going to hit some lumps too. You realize baseball is not a game where you can succeed every time at bat. The best players in baseball are successful 30% of the time. Are you 30%? If you're 30% good at your job, do you keep your job? No. But in baseball, because of what you're facing on the mound and all the stuff that can get you out in between, that's the best you can do. So look, I know when a player sucks. I know, but I believe that Jaime has a good future as a mid-relief dude, not a starter. But I do believe Suarez is going to hit his points and get right and be good this season. Y'all can laugh at me now. I'm totally cool with that. And I'm eating crow in this first game. I get it. I'm not sitting here saying I'm right, you're wrong. I'm just stating what I believe and my predictions. So there you go. Josh is already calling for him to be DFA'd. Sydney says, I like Suarez even though he gave up a bunch of runs. Can't win them all. Exactly, Sydney. Suarez was playing worse than Brett Phillips as pitcher. A lot of Suarez sucks tonight. We're still in first place, JT says, so look out for that. Let's see. If Suarez doesn't pick it up, who's our best option, Silseth or Canning? If Canning can ever get freaking healthy, then he could be. He's shown that he's got good stuff, but you know what it is? He can't stay on the mound, and right now Chris Rodriguez is another guy you'd put in there, but those two guys can't stay. So obviously Silseth would be a shot, or Kai Bush, depending on how much they want to let him pitch, because this will be Kai Bush's year to debut. Mark my words on that too. He's not sitting in the minors a complete season once more. We can't hit good pitching, Kyle Strange says, and I have to agree with that. David says, Randy Yaws knows what's up. We need to be better with runners in scoring position. Suarez sucks, and there is no defending his performance. There you go. So Hayes says, super dope Angels hat, Todd Fox. Thank you so much. Rogers, let's see, Rangers lost today. Very pissed off, or not very pissed with this L. As long as you could win the series, yes, this one stings tonight, especially getting blasted tonight. But if you can win the series, I think you feel a little bit better with things, I think. Nats fan says, for some reason, the Angels cannot play in the cold. DFA Jaime. Robert says, Suarez has good stuff, just can't leave the changeup in the upper part of the zone. It gets killed. Exactly. Let's see. Thaiss is not good. I agree right there. Sereno looked like he was coaching back there. Also, Fletcher sucks. I agree. You can't win them all. However, we do have to maintain momentum, and is still on our side. We will bounce back tomorrow, and in the season bounce back type vibe. There you go. Fletch hasn't been good for some time. I agree right there. Never been high on Fletch. Randy says Fletcher is not playing well. That's Thaiss is not a Major League Baseball caliber player, and I agree. Thaiss has proven time in and time out whether you take the side of him not getting the opportunities in the majors because he's been sent up and down so much, which I kind of believe played into it. And then also the constant position changes. Remember, they were trying to make him a first baseman, third baseman, catcher, going back to catcher. So, yeah. Check out the Heedy Weekly wrap-up. Randy posted that today. That was a very good episode. Him and Rob did a very good job on that. Hey, Jesus says, damn, Todd Fox, Angels, Jorge Suarez got smacked, and Matt Thaiss is not a catcher. Rather, call up top prospects like Edgar Quero. Edgar Quero's still a little bit away, but he is a guy that's coming through the system fast. Sydney says, Taylor Ward is going to be going to bring home some hardware this year, whether it's a Silver Slugger or MVP. And Sydney, I think you're repeating what Randy's been saying too. You're on board with him. Wayne says the Astros figured out Fletcher, and the rest of the league has followed the Astros playbook. I agree there. He doesn't have a strong arm, so it's not like he's a Velasquez guy, and then he swings at everything head high. Those errors fucked up everything for the Angels tonight. Also, Fletcher keeps dropping his back shoulder and swinging. He needs to be sent down to work on that and get his ass straight. And then James says, oh, no, we suck again. Randy says we have to be better this season if we're going to compete against teams like Seattle and New York. Seattle Mariners had BP versus the Angels tonight. They sure did, Jesus. Can the team store take Fletcher off the jersey and change it? Well, you know what? I really wish it would add more flavor to the team store and add more players, but they really don't. So that's why I get my jerseys through my hookup. Don't worry, guys. We're going to win tomorrow, I hope. Ruben says. I think you're right. I had us losing 2 of 3, so it's going to happen tomorrow. Grillmaster always with his inner honk. But I think they're going to win 2 out of 3. It's going to be the Rally Chris 2 out of 3 special. This just shows how bad the Angels are versus elite pitchers, Ryu says. And they have a track record, and until they break that, can't argue it. Mariners just had some good pitchers on the bump tonight, and they're going to have another one tomorrow. Have a chance to come home 4-2. That's a great thing despite the blowout. I agree, Nick. You got to take the good with the bad, and if they're 4-2 coming home, That's good. Leaf checks in with, by the way, Teoscar Hernandez, not Teoscar Sanchez. I get it. I messed up there. It's early in the season. I'm allowed to throw up a couple changeups down the middle that get hit over the fence. Thice with a nachos, Sydney says, but I had to give it to my boy. Hope O'Hoppy is starting tomorrow, David says. I hope he is too. I'm sick of the last year's shit players playing like shit. New year, new players. Fletcher is so predictable. Exactly. Nacho Award and is a tie break tonight. Aaron, Loop, and Rendon. Hayes says Lamb Nacho looked lost at first. Robert says why should have been Castillo? The Mariners didn't even need those runs to win the game. That's true. But I still say that he wasn't dominant. You know, we've seen better performances. Actually, his first start, he was very dominant against Ohio. So I didn't really feel the need. Like, he wasn't really blowing the Angels away. The Angels had some chances to put some runs up in a couple innings and didn't do so. Suarez, it was Nacho night. Hoppy legit makes the difference in this team. He sure does. Go back to the ocean with your little fishes, Leaf. The under 200 batting average is fucking old. Helping of nachos as we lose tonight. At Leaf, where were you at last night? Hayes is asking. Suarez got to go. Canning and Davidson next up. And Davidson could be that guy. We got clapped tonight, Beetle says. Also, Sydney says, I think Suarez will bounce back. His stuff was good for the most part. A couple mistakes, though. Well, more than a couple mistakes. He left a lot of stuff up in the zone. Last year's players like Suarez and Fletcher are killing this team. Anthony says, runners in scoring position is the problem. We fixed that, and we're going to win a lot. Well, that's the thing. If we're scoring 4 to 5 runs a game, that it's gonna be easy wins on most nights. Todd Lodge is in the house. Suarez should have been taken out after the 5th. I agree. James checks in. Don't answer Leaf's call right there. It's not his freaking debut. Oh, calm down, Randy. Get out of here, Leaf. We don't want to hear it. Where were you at last night? So that, Nats fans calling it out. Everybody, everyone hit that like button, please, and the notification bell. Thank you, Nats fan, for that. I love the Angels and I love Ohtani, but let's see. But is re-signing Ohtani the best thing for the Angels? He will cost this team $500 to $600 million. Should we go instead with 3 or 4 good players next year? Do you trust that we can do it? I mean, I think we could do that. If all things go bad and we lose out on Ohtani, there's a very good chance with what Manassian did with a limited budget this year, not getting a player that went to Philly that was an all-star for the U.S. team like Trey Turner. I think it was able to get us like 4 players. So that could happen again. You never know. I don't want that to happen because I think realistically a good thing to do if Rendon doesn't play up to that contract this year, find a way to trade him or cut him, eat the money, and go with Ohtani, and then you have to go above that payroll threshold, pay that tax, and get 4 more players that way. So because the Mariners are the good team, we can't expect to beat them. That's how you know we're not a good team. Well, here it is, Randy, right now. And I'll say it. It's one of the most cliched things. It's Ric Flair all over. If you know your wrestling, WCW, WWE, it's plain and simple. To be the man, you've got to beat the man. And when the Mariners got to the playoffs, they are the man above us. So we've got to beat them to be the man. So we're not the man right now. And it's only 2 games. It's not going to be decided by the next time we play them. It's not going to be decided by the time after that. It's where we finish at the end of the season. So if we get above the Mariners, we beat the man. Now the next man is Houston. I don't think we're going to beat them. Woo! I don't think we're going to do that. But I think we can beat the Mariners. I think we can do it. But until we do so, absolutely, there's going to be a lot of doubt in this fan base. There's going to be a lot of doubt on the team. At Hayes just decided not to show up. It's not like I'm obligated to show up. Ooh, Leaf them the fighting words. Steven says it's hilarious that Grillmaster has become the standard DFA extremism. Exactly. When I go to visit this weekend, Todd's making me sleep in the studio with no blankets. Yeah, and I'm gonna turn the AC on as well. Green eggs and lamb. EQ says let's see. I'm gonna just stay quiet, or else you will start crying. Here we go. Canning ain't going to do shit. Let's see. Steve Lee says, I won't allow that, Randy. Whatever. Rodriguez either. Suarez fastball was clocked at 91. Yeah, it's not exactly. He's got to hit with his off-speed stuff. I'm just saying. Silseth is not a starting pitcher. Super inconsistent because he's young. He's really, really young. Kai Bush sounds way too close to NASCAR's Kyle Busch. Kai Busch, the only problem I see with him, because he looks like another Chuck Finley. If you've seen him pitch in the minors, he's got some great off-speed stuff and an electric fastball with a lot of movement. The only problem I see with him is we got 500 other lefties. We don't have any righties. I wish he was a right-hander. The right-handers we do have, like Steve Lee saying about Chris Rodriguez, we don't. These guys are always hurt. And Silseth isn't, 100% ready yet. He's still baking in the oven. So with Rodriguez and Canning, only good righties that we have that are major league caliber right now, you can't add them to the rotation. We've got like 500 lefties. It's weird. Yvette checks in for the first time. Bad coaching. He needed to get out. Didn't need to get him. She said didn't need to get him hurt. He felt like he was forcing it tonight. Also, my prediction, we will lose the series. Yeah, we know. You're always Mr. Positive. Adrian says, win the series keeps everything in shape, of course, and the sweep would have been amazing, but one game at a time, one series at a time. Fucking men! Yes. It's all about winning series. You win, let's just say you win 80% about 80% of your series. You're guaranteed a playoff spot. Guaranteed. Beto says Joe Adele MVP. Oh, man. Hammer, please, no call in today. EQ says, I don't know how many Cokes Mountain Dew you have, buddy, but you had way too many the other night. Mariners finally make the playoffs since Chris Rodriguez was healthy. Now they think they're God's gift to baseball. Let's see. Also, Athletic Film says Suarez had his bad night. No defending that, but what will defend it? It was his other starts. And he'll get to show that one game didn't affect him. Exactly. I think it's just one game. If he's doing this 4 or 5 games later, then I'm like, okay, maybe you guys are right. I was wrong, and I'll eat crow. But I don't think it's like that right now. It's too early. I wouldn't say that, Randy. Just happy that we're finally good. He's responding to that. Let's see. Demetro says, it's so early to feel confident about the Angels. I just don't want to be honkish. Exactly. You gotta pull it in a little bit. Let's see. Also, yes, that would be the rest of your fan base. Right? JT says, I think we needed to sign one more starter this offseason. I wanted one more right-hander. One more right-hander to go along with Anderson, and I thought that was going to solidify everything. Chris says this is a make-or-break year for Ohtani, and if he's going to stay. Chris, it's not only a make-or-break for Ohtani, it's a make-or-break for this Angels team. They could hit a hard reset, blow the whole damn thing up. Remember, 70% of these guys are on one-year contracts or on their last year of their contract. We're going to see a completely different team next year. No matter what we finish, we're going to see a completely different team next year. There's going to be so many guys moving away from this team and coming in as well. This one hurt. I think we'll have better success against Flexen, Rye says. Also, Yvette says, I know why they need to change the lineup, but I missed the old one. Please bring back Logan O'Hoppe. Chandler says, I think the first inning killed us. We had a leadoff double and did nothing with it. Then the errors and the pass ball. Yeah, exactly. Things can change very early. A Leaf is from the Chaz area, Jacob says. Holy crap. Gonna be honest, there's one reason why I didn't show up. Randy being a controlling asshole. Look, I'll just say this, Randy. And Randy has, good takes, and he can be snappy, and all of you guys can be snappy. Grillmaster can be that way. EQ can be that way. We all have our nights where we're just in a pissy mood. Like, I was in a pissy mood earlier today. I slept an hour and a half off of work, working a 10-hour shift overnight, and then I had to get up and do some errands for 4 hours, and I slept another hour and a half, and then I got up and watched the game. So I'm running on fumes right now. I'm a little pissy myself, but I'm kind of keeping it cool. I don't mind you guys going back and forth. Just don't go personal. Don't piss people off to where they don't want to be back on here. Keep it cool. Oh, and by the way, Lakers-Dodgers news. just for that comment right there, he says, Todd can't hide the lips and facial hair. It's our good friend Mathematic back in the house from a long-awaited layoff, whether he got his other profile rigged because of all the porn, but he's back, and we love him. I joke with him, but he jokes with me too, so there you go. So Mathematic is back in here. Let's see, at Hayes 6 games, and I'm not panicking at 2-4. I've been on Halo's and the infield supporter for years. Shut up. I know. We love you, Mathematic. We love you. We love you. Mariners are the bitches. There you go, right there. Yeah, Houston is the man of the division. Not going to dispute that. I've been Dodger haters for years. Yes, I am with you right there, EQ. Cannot wait for the next Clickbait Sports. To see what you guys got, Leaf. Let's see. Also, Beat says, I believe our response when facing elite pitchers should be that we have small ball mentality. Might frustrate them and get work walks, get bunts, and get hits, and they're not doing any of that, and we're not bunting, and I don't like that we're not bunting. Let's see. Also, Dusty Baker said today that Houston is not good right now. Let's hope that continues. Halo Realm says, great hat. That is the Rust 2.0. Yes, it is, from Lids. It's got the patch on it, too. Or I looked the wrong way. There you go. Let's see. Let's see. Also, did Todd say AC? Yes, I did. Also, should we keep bashing the Angels Central, or are they cool with you now? Really don't have any kind of beef with them, so... It is what it is, man, because they've changed managers over there, basically. Randy says, me and poor Maverick are going to die. The winter killer strikes again. Shut up. Also, at Leaf, likewise, kid, the L does not mean a thing. We still in first place. Suarez fastball is old. 91 miles per hour. That is an old guy. That's like a Jamie Moyer fastball. Todd's known me for years. I've known of you. The one time you tricked me at the stadium, you asshole. I'll never forget that, too. You got me pretty good. That was pretty funny. Lorenzen is already hurt. No replacing him with Anderson was the right call. No, I get you, Wayne, but I'm just saying, like, if we could have gotten another right-hander, I would have felt a lot better. Todd, do the Mike Scioscia hand gesture. No, I'm not. Leave it alone. Andrew says, yeah, we should have kept Lorenzen. He is our Alex Cobb this year. Let's see, Lorenzen and his 70 innings, way overrated. I'm going to go live in the studio looking like the Blair Witch scene. Well, you know what? Yeah, he'll be here on Friday and Saturday doing the post games. The post games will be a little late. We'll be a little late on those games because we're going to be coming back from the stadium. So we'll probably be here, about 30, 40 minutes after the game. Let's see. Also, same old song and dance. My friend ran. Let's see. Also, Leaf says, don't think Artie's going to commit a full rebuild, but I'm hoping for your sake he's not around next season. Well, he's going to be around. We need Taylor to re-sign. That's going to be one that we're going to have to get as well. Vince Jr. checks in. My boy from the IE says, oh, Tani. Oh, he's honking his honk for some Ohtani. Let's see. Also, and I'm just playing, Randy. I'm just playing. YouTube is a lot better. Also, you made it personal, Randy. This is, Leaf says it's personal. So I made Wanker look like, look at me face to face. Oh, that's right. At the game, dude. EQ was giving Wanker all kinds of shit last year. That was hilarious. Him and Randy were just teeing off, and Wanker, he was actually coming over, like looking back at our section. And I'm telling you, not even between innings, we had the backup catcher talk shit to us because he was tired of us railing on Wanker. It was crazy, dude. And then he would, during innings when they would end, he would look back at us. He'd come out. It's crazy. I love the Angels and I love Ohtani, Jake Bruning says, but it's resigning him to the best thing, or saying he's the best thing for us right now and to make the playoffs. He will cost us $500 to $600 million. I think instead we can get 3 or 4 good players. Yeah, that's what everyone's trying to say, is at some point we're gonna have to make that decision, and you can get a lot back for him, even if we're not trading him, even if we're not re-signing him. We don't want him to go, but damn. At Randy Yaz, look, I get the insults, but you guys start talking about beating the crap out of me. Ooh, that crosses the line. I agree. Okay, see, if we keep it baseball related and stuff like that, we're good. But if you know, I'm whatever side it is, I'm not taking sides, Randy or Leaf. I'm just saying just let's keep it real. If you want to rag on the teams, by all means. You want to rag on the players of the other teams, by all means. I don't care, but don't go racial. I'm not saying you guys did, because that would be kind of retarded. But I'm just saying, just doing the whole, back and forth personal thing. There's no need to get personal. I just would want to just keep it real. Let's have fun on here. Let's see. Also, you guys planning anything for Friday nights? Andrew says. Well, it's probably just gonna be me and Randy in the post game. Maybe James. It just depends on how we roll. I don't know if he's gonna come back with us as well. I may even have my friend Matt. So it might get pretty crowded in here. So you might have to go YouTube only, because I'm not having all four of those guys sit on my lap, because that's the only way. The way they crop the aspects on Instagram, that's the only way you would see it. And I'm not doing that. Let's see. Yeah, and EQ was heckling like crazy right there. Would you trade Ohtani to the Dodgers for May and Will Smith? No, I don't trust redheaded pitchers. Sorry. I mean, he looks great and all, but but I love Will Smith. He is an awesome catcher, but then what do you do with Ohapi? You know what I mean? Ohapi needs to play every day. So I would not do that, but I that is one player I love though. Also, let's see, I'd trade Artie to for Balmer flat out. Yeah, can we get him for anyone? Yeah, Randy told Leaf that he wants to beat him up. I witnessed it. Oh, damn. Here we go. Let's see. When can we call in? I'll be there. Maybe we can have a beer together. Yeah, Andrew, come by for sure. Jason Hess says, hey, now, I was a redheaded pitcher. No, that just goes back to me in football, really. It's just I just carried that over as a joke into baseball. So no offense to any redheads out there. It's just like I never seen a really good red-headed quarterback. So, like, I grew up in the days of, like, Todd Marinovich, Billy Joe Tolliver. Look at Carson Wentz. That guy's super overrated. I'm just saying. Redheaded quarterbacks really don't do, so it looks like – oh, jeez. Yeah, let's stop going personal, man, because I don't want to start blocking people. So let's switch it up here a little bit, and let's tear apart the callers, because that's what we like to do on the show. 714-598-3221 is the number to call in. See, there goes my voice. I'm talking like the guy from The Simpsons. So, yeah, 714-598-3221 as the Angels get their... Oh, there we go. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, what's up? Is this Abraham?
Yep.
How you doing, my friend?
Hey, I was, when you guys were talking about our right-handed pitcher situation, I feel like every time we see a pitcher come up to, get a start, it's either a lefty or even in the bullpen, we have a bunch of lefties. I feel like the thing we need more is the right-handed pitchers, because I feel even coming into our lineups, we have a lot of lefties too.
Yeah, that's true. It's just we've had a lot of situations where I don't understand it. Well, like, we drafted a lot of pitchers. We got some righties coming through the system, but the lefties seem to be flourishing a lot faster. And then on the free agent market, or whoever we already had up here has been killing it as far as lefties. So we have to go with them. But 5 of your 6 starters as lefties, it's like, I didn't like that in the spring training, and I don't like it now. I really wish we could have worked a right-hander into that rotation along with Ohtani.
Yeah, and what I've heard, I think I saw it on Twitter, was Griffin Canny is supposed to get a rehab. He's supposed to have a rehab start, and then on the 14th. And Phil Nevin said whatever situation they're in at the moment, they're going to see if Griffin Canny's that guy to come in to be like the 6th pitcher that we'll have in the rotation.
Okay, yeah, I mean that would be the way to go. I mean, like, no one's ever said they don't have good stuff. Him and Rodriguez, Canning and Rodriguez have really good stuff. It's just they can't stay on the field. And Randy said it in one of his last podcasts. It's just like, it's bothering me. It's taken him so long to come back from that injury. It seems like he's been out since we've been doing this podcast.
Yeah, and it's kind of more of like a right decision for Nevin to think that, Ken's that guy you want to see if he's going to be the right person to be that 6th hitter, that 6th pitcher in the rotation. Because if he doesn't decide to give Kenny that 6th position, it's just going to be Ohtani getting 2 starts in the rotation from being the first and then being the last. But I believe if Canning can stay healthy, if he comes up, He finally gets to start at the 6th spot. He has to show not only just us, but the team that he'll stay healthy, but he'll be consistent, and that him and Rodriguez will both be the players that aren't going to get hurt anymore and going to show out for this team and this fan.
Exactly. And someone needs to show up. And offensively, I mean, and hitting-wise, another thing is just like he's been saying in the comments, and you guys have been saying in the comments, you got to get guys over. It's a little early. They're still scoring despite that. I like the fact that they're not hitting home runs on solo blast, but there needs to be a balance. And I don't think we've seen, and we're not close to seeing what the best this team can do yet. And I'm just waiting for the time they get into a good role where the pitching and hitting are hitting at the same time. We're going to see this team take off. I believe we're going to go on a nice little winning streak.
Yeah, and I hope so too, because like you mentioned, we could win out. We can have so many wins in the season, but the thing that is going to kill us is if we can't win these series. We can take 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4, maybe here and there lose a series. We're eventually going to get swept by a team, sweep a team. But the main important thing is we get everybody clicking together, pitching, hitting, winning these series. Because if we win most of these series, like 80% of these, we're going to be a playoff team come October.
Yeah, exactly. I agree, and I hope to see us there. I really do, man, because I don't want to, at this point, if we hit a hard reset, Detroit could get to the playoffs before we do. So,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, and it's going to be something that we have to watch out for, because if we make the playoffs, we do really good this season. I know we'll have some guys leave, of course, because of money reasons, or they get traded, or other teams doing better contracts, but I feel like it will show Ohtani, Ohtani's going to be like, okay, I want to stay. This is my home. This is where I want to be. Like Trout, he wants to win. He wants to get this city some rings, some playoff appearances, and hopefully get the other guys to be like, if Ohtani's going to be like this and Trout's going to be a leader, I'll want to hop on and stay on this team too.
Agreed. Good points.
Yep.
All right, Abraham. Well, good call, man.
All right, cool.
You going to be at the stadium this weekend? Or you said Sunday, right?
I believe I said Sunday, and I might go Saturday for that bobblehead.
Yeah. I mean, if you go Saturday, man, I'll see you there.
All right, cool.
All right, brother. You got it.
All right, bye.
That was Abraham right there. It leaves a number open right now. Let's see. You guys are Let's see. Bench cut start. Jury Renfro. Ooh, that's a tough one, man. I got to get back to that one. It's a Halo Honk line.
Randy likes these balls. Randy likes these balls.
Caller, what high school are you from?
I'm not from Catello. I certainly don't like Catello or Colonel Del Mar. They both suck. We beat them.
Okay. So who are you, man? Let's get a name to the trash talker.
I like to drink. I like to drink all the colors.
You like the what?
And dude. I'm sorry, I'm so hyped up for the Mountain Dew.
Jeez. You're just taking shots tonight, huh?
I'm just kidding, dog. You don't remember me?
Yeah, I know. So how you doing, man?
What's up, dude? How you doing? Hey, Friday, you can be there early?
Yeah, I'm going to be there early. I should be there like around 1, 2-ish the latest.
Okay. I'll be there at 3. I'll see you at that thing over there.
Yeah, they got the red carpet around 4 or 5 or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Where's that at? In front?
I think it's where the side gate is, where they come in, the right field pavilion where the buses are. I think they're going to do the red carpet there. I could be wrong, but I doubt they would do it under the hats. But we'll see.
What is it, Hollywood or what?
Well, yeah.
LA.
They're going to have there's a bunch of people on their cell phones taking pictures, asking for autographs, and the players, depending on who they are, might entertain you or two. I don't know. It just depends.
Oh, well, makes Randy fucking horny for sure.
Yeah.
Where are you sitting at?
I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be up in the 600s. I just count whatever tickets because I'm gonna be walking around.
Hey, I'm actually getting seats next to fucking Artie Moreno, believe it or not.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Damn. You better be screaming, sell the team, dude.
I'm gonna be yelling at Perry and fucking Marty, fucking Master Artie.
Yes, Master Art.
For sure, I'm gonna bring some Blue Label Johnny Walker for him for sure, bro. Buy a fucking bottle there. But hey, you want to have a drink with me? We'll talk about baseball. Pretty sure he doesn't know shit.
Yeah, exactly. So it's all good, man. But yeah, we're gonna have some beers,
cool,
dude.
man.
We're gonna get drunk before we go in, or at least tipsy. So.
Oh, dude, for sure, dude. Last opening season, I didn't even watch the game, bro.
Yeah.
I sat. No, I got tickets from the 600s and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking around. I thought, original plan, just walk around, whatever. There's so many people, dude. You can't watch the game.
Yeah, there's a ton of people in there.
But they didn't even watch. Not even one play.
Yep.
Plus, I was stuck to shit. But yeah, fucking send me some pictures where you're gonna be at. I'll be there, bro.
Okay, you got it, bro. I'll see you.
All right, brother.
All right,
Love you,
EQ.
bro. Peace.
Later. By the way, dude, chill in the comments, safe fear or whatever like that. And Jacob's right. You got people that have been here since the start. That's what I'm saying. Like, just don't go personal. I mean, you want to goof on their comments or whatever like that. That's fine, but just don't go personal, man. Come on, and don't kill Randy either. He's been here since day one as well. I gotta defend him too. Josh is there too. So there you go. Let's see. Getting back to the game. Because Randy's getting pissed, and the other ones are too. So here we go. It's the Halo Honk line.
Hey, mister, what the heck happened tonight?
We got blasted. That's what happened.
And I'm a little tipsy right now because I'm finishing off my Coca-Cola stash tonight, and I'm only gonna have 2. And I have a party on Thursday night, so I'm gonna save myself tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night, and then I'm gonna get lit on Thursday.
Oh my gosh, you gonna get lit again?
On Thursday because that's when a big party's happening, and I'm singing my Big 20 song.
Oh, what is the Big 20 song?
Oh, I'll probably post about it on Thursday night or something, or go live while I'm singing it. I don't know. I'll have someone do something.
Okay.
So if you join my live on Thursday night, you can hear it.
Okay. Just
'Cause I'll be singing it with a band.
With a band?
Yeah, 'cause it's like a movie premiere, and then there's gonna be a band afterwards, and it's like at a bar/restaurant.
Oh, okay. Wow.
And it's in Sinkman. Yeah, but besides that, I'll see you out where I get my autographs on Friday afternoon at 4 or 5, because I'll be getting autographs from every player that day by the red carpet. I'll be going crazy.
What time are you going to get there?
Early. I'm getting there before Mike Trout gets there so I can get his autograph again and hopefully be the only one out there. And then maybe if Shohei comes to... Do you think Shohei will walk the red carpet? Or
yeah, they're going to make...
What do you think is that?
They're going to make all the players walk the red carpet. It just depends if they're going to freaking give any autographs. I don't know.
Well, hopefully Shohei can give me an autograph, because it would be really sick if I got Mike Trout and Shohei on one ball this year.
Yeah, that would be true. I mean, if you can, I would like to just talk to them one time, but we'll see.
I've talked to Mike Trout in his car, and he was like, "Oh, how are you, little boy?" And I'm like, great. And I'm like, home run for me to not Mr. Mike Trout. And he's like, okay, I'll try. And he did.
Wow.
And he pointed up to the stands and looked at me afterwards. I'm like, he just looked at me, Grandpa.
What?
Yeah, I told my grandpa that. I was so happy on that game.
Wow. All right. Not bad.
But I'll see you and Randy on Friday afternoon before the red carpet. And, hey, bring some Truly or not Truly, Shirley Temples or something for me on Friday so I can get a little tipsy before the game.
Yeah, I got you with a Shirley Temples, my man.
Yeah, so I can get a little tipsy before the game and the red carpet.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Well, go Angels. Hopefully Ohtani can get the W for us tomorrow, and we can take the series and start off our homestand with the W.
Hasta la vista. baby.
You got it. All right, brother.
Okay. Bye.
Later. That's Big Hammer 20 right there. He's going to be hammered with some Shirley Temples. Also, my boy Matt Badingo checked in, said it was a tough loss tonight, but we'll get him tomorrow. Let's see. Talking about some drinks here. That was a single angel question or comment. Look, Halo Realm, we're a little off tonight because we got our asses clapped tonight. But the game overall, like send me that one again about the cut, start, and sit stuff. I want to go over that again. And yeah, I'm gonna block anyone that continues to go personal. By the way, let's just keep it cool. All right. Let's see. Tipsy on the cola was a way to go, Big Hammer. Let's see. Also, dude, you're so disrespectful, Matt says. Big Hammer reminds me of Jeff Spicoli. Dude, you see him in person. I ran that by him, and yes, he looks just like Jeff Spicoli. Also, let's see. Bar/restaurant backyard. Big Hammer reminds me of the LA Knights. Yeah. Lafala, good luck, Hammer. Big Hammer is a trip. He sure is. Truly would not be good for that kid. That's for sure. They could sign his Coke bottle. Got those Shirley Temples at Ralph's on the way, Todd. Let's see. Is he real in person? Yes, he is, Kyle. He is. He's pretty damn funny. In person. Let's see. How long does it take for the MLB to make a decision when a player appeals his suspension? It could take up to about a week, but so far it's been put down to 4 games. Bench cut. Oh, there you go. Bench cut start Renfroe, Drury. I'd start Renfroe. I'd bench Renfroe, and I'd cut Drury, and I hate to do that. That's a tough one, Halo Realm. That is a tough one. When do the Warriors clinch the playoff spot? Anyone know? I gave up on basketball a long time ago, my man, so I apologize there. Dan Rio says, hey, I'm here. My son, let's see, my sim went bad. Stay away from Mint Mobile. Let's take the series tomorrow. Boy, they just got sold for $1.5 billion. Let's see. Josh says, I feel you on that one. Don't call me Shirley again right there. Look, let's go over what we got tomorrow with the probable pitchers. You got Ohtani the GOAT against Flexen, and that's going to be a really good game. Flexen likes to throw the high heat, or at least the low heat, I'm sorry. He throws about 100 miles per hour, but he keeps it down in the zone, so it might look like, he sets up his off-speed stuff with the fastball. And if he's pinpointing that fastball in the lower part of the zone and on the outside of the zone, Angels are going to have trouble because he's going to throw the slider, he's going to throw a changeup, and it's going to be a problem. But if the Angels can get on him early, that's the key. With good teams, you got to get on them early. You can't depend always to go at them in the later innings. So first time through, I can understand being a little slow, but like they've done in their wins, they've gotten going really fast, on their second time around. So I would like to see a little different approach this time and get on him in the first, go around. As far as the first time around the lineup, you can get a couple runs on the board. That would definitely change the game right there. Oh, what do you want, Roger?
Tonight, it's time for you to check out what I want. I want balls and John Stamos.
Okay. So he's just checking in. Makes you guys want to know he wants balls. And he'll probably get a lot of balls tomorrow. There'll be a lot of players getting in there tomorrow, so we'll see what happens there. Ohtani is a GOAT or the unicorn. I think right now he qualifies as both. And he could be the GOAT at some point. I don't like throwing around that whole GOAT term to someone that's still playing his career in the halfway part of his career. I still think the best is yet to come from Ohtani. So as far as a unicorn, he's very much the unicorn right now. So yeah, I'll go with that. He's a unicorn. Go. Oh, Matt Badingo says both. Courtney checks in, which she will be on the podcast in a couple days here. Lineup needs to stay consistent. Poor performance, and we need to get back to the basics. Quit worrying about the stat cast. I don't care how someone had so many hits. It's if they get out. So yeah, StatCast is also one of those analytic things that is not not trusted. Too much right there. Get a blow up head of Todd and stand it next to Roger. Dude, I would love to do that. Angels got shelled tonight, Mateo says. And, and the Angels will bounce back. This is a team that's not built like last year. They're going to get going. Like last year, this was us on a nightly basis.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
And like this.
Yeah, Mo, that team sure did suck last night. They just plain sucked. I've seen teams suck before, but they were the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
Exactly. They were terrible last year. Let's just face it. Very hard to watch. Not scoring more than a run here, a run there. 2 runs was a time to get excited as an Angel fan. 3 runs was like a blowout. So we had to depend heavily on the pitching last year. So this year, it looks a little bit better. It looks like they can clean things up and get a lot more run support here from the Angels. But we'll see. We'll definitely see as we move forward. A few more comments here. Let's see. Definitely win tomorrow, and we're going to be good to go. And if the Angels win tomorrow, we're in a better spot. We're 4-2. Anytime you can have a winning road trip, it's amazing. And we should do better at home in front of the home fans, and I think we will. So with that being said, 714 tickets, 714 tickets. Go tonight by buying today, or vice versa. You can buy tonight, go tomorrow. Any way you want to do it, either way, you just put HITI in the promo code under, Halos in the Infield, as in Heedy, abbreviated, and you can get on to a 10% off of your purchase with 714 tickets, and a 5% back to buy on future tickets, and also enter to win a free jersey courtesy of us and 714 tickets. So there you go right there. Nike Lelouch for our 5th starter. Anthony Gonzalez, I don't know who the hell that is. So any more? Let's see. Have a good night, Todd, and everyone else. Go Angels. Yes, go Angels. We shall see you tomorrow. Remember, it's a day game tomorrow. I'll be on right after the game like every other game. And hopefully it's after a win. And 4-2 road trip's not bad. 3-3 is going to suck in my opinion because you should have swept Oakland either way. So there you go. Everyone have a good night. And hopefully we can get off bashing everybody because that's what kind of killed the vibe tonight. And we can get into, just having fun on here and talking shit in general.